British-Irish Lions bounce back from Argentina defeat to kick off Australia tour with dominant 8-try win over Western Force in Perth. The British-Irish Lions made a strong start to their 2025 tour of Australia, bouncing back from last week's Argentina defeat to thrash Western Force 54-7. "It was a really special day for me and a lot of other lads," said Captain Dan Sheehan, who was one of 9 players making their Lions debut. Andy Farrell's side now head to Brisbane for their second fixture against Queensland Reds. The British-Irish Lions made a dominant start to their 2025 tour of Australia, sweeping past Western Force 54-7. Andy Farrell's side bounced back after last week's surprise defeat to Argentina in Dublin. With 6 different players getting on the scoresheet in Perth, they struck early, as a beautifully judged crossfield kick from Finn Russell was taken down by Captain Dan Sheehan, who linked up with James Lowe to score the opening try on his Lions debut just 2 minutes in. The Force responded quickly, with Nick White finding a gap to cross the line just 3 minutes later following a series of powerful surges at the Lions' defense. But the Lions took control again to go in at halftime 21-7. Ahead. A burst of pace from young flanker Henry Pollock set up Tomos Williams for the second try, before Elliot Daly finished smartly after Russell's quick tap-and-go caught the defense off guard. It wasn't the most convincing first-half performance from the tourists, but they rallied in the second half and found their rhythm to ensure an emphatic 8-try victory. Williams scored his second of the match from a counter on 46 minutes, before the floodgates opened with Elliot Daly, Derry Ringrose, Joe McCarthy, and Alex Mitchell all adding to round off a 54-7 win. "Plenty of learning from last week," said head coach Andy Farrell, speaking to Sky Sports. "I mean, let's be honest, the Force took it to us. I thought they played a tough high-percentage game. Kept the ball really well and we kept them in good field position through our ill discipline. It was a real good test for us in that first half. I'm glad how we composed ourselves at halftime and kept our composure throughout the second half. It is nice to get tries on the board and a few good individual performances. If you want to look what a Lion should do for his teammates is when Mac Hansen went up and down the field and fought for his teammates. That's the sort of spirit we want. British and Irish Lions tour is most important thing in world sport." Farrell: "I've read the agreement." Schmidt hits back at Lions over demand to release stars. There were 9 Lions debuts in Farrell's team today, including the try-scoring captain Dan Sheehan. "It was a really special day for me and a lot of other lads," he said. "Something special and something you watch growing up and wanting to be in this jersey. Happy with that result, but there is plenty for us to work on. We started really well, but our discipline let them back in. From here on in, it is coming thick and fast. Every team we come up against will be hungrier than ever." The Lions now head to Brisbane, where they'll take on the Queensland Reds on Wednesday, July 2nd. The match is the second of 4 warm-up fixtures against Australian club sides, ahead of the main event, a 3-test series against the Wallabies, kicking off on July 19th and running through to August 2nd.